Hey everybody, and welcome back. So we are planning out the month of September. We're doing all of our budgeting kits here. So we have our September monthly view kit here, as well as all of our other kits that we like to set up. So we're going to flip on over to September. So this is an Erin Condren monthly planner that I do all of my budgeting in. That's what we're going with for today. All right. There's that side. So for our monthly view page here, we track all of our expenses from our cash envelopes as well as when all bills are coming out. So those are all taken care of. All right, so we have those. Then we also track days that we did not spend any money, which is always fun, seeing how many days we can go without each month. And we try to set goals, with there being 30 days, hopefully 15 of them will be no spends. If more, that's even better. But this is what our monthly view will look like. We'll track groceries, gas spending, miscellaneous, and anything unbudgeted throughout here, as well as bills. Flipping on over. In this set here, we do our debt tracker. So we're going to use our Happy Fall with the little pumpkins, thick washi here. So in our debt amounts, we have 4 that we kind of track. And we just use the debt tracker. I don't do the debt avalanche or debt. Oh no, that one cut on the wrong side. Hold on a second. Hopefully the rest of these did not do that as well. Let's see. I think the kids were playing with my sticker paper. Please be on the right side. No. Okay. Well, anyways, so this is our debt tracker. Apparently the kids played with my paper. So we're going to do our debt tracker. I'm going to go ahead and write in the amounts and stuff. We're going to use orange. And I'm hoping only the debt ones did that and not all of them. So for our first debt that we have is the Highlander, which is our family car. And our total now is $21,941.86. Then we have the Camaro at $12,332.57. Student loans, which they've started adding interest back onto these. So $10,374 as of current. Medical is the last one. Is at $15,595 for medical. All right, so then we're going to take another washi. So we split up our monthly amounts for both vehicles. Each vehicle has its own set amount that we pay. We split that in half and do half and half each month. So we do a little transaction log down here to kind of represent when we do make our payments. There we are. And we're going to take, let's do the brown. Down here. All right, so there is our debt setup here. Flipping on over, so these 2 sheets are probably our most used sheets for the month. On this side here, we do our paycheck breakdown, which includes how much we budget for each one of our categories for the next month, and then we break down each paycheck as they come in from the current month to work towards that. So we're going to use our pretty little floral brown and blue. Absolutely love this washi. I went through a whole brown and blue phase as a kid, so this one just kind of fit. All right, so there's that. And let's do, and this month there is 5 Fridays that James will be paid. So there is that. I, however, did get a call back. I did get the job, so I'm super excited. I should be starting in about a week. I have to do a few tests and get set up with uniforms and all that kind of stuff, but I'm so excited. But y'all won't see me put a lot of my income in. I'll probably still only put about $400 a month into it, but I won't see my first paycheck until sometime in October for the first time, so we'll see when I get the first one. But I'm still going to do shipped, and that will be what I put into the budget to help out for this month. So that's what we're working on. I haven't really had much income from ONEIncome. I haven't really posted sales or anything for Etsy, which I am working on getting September's and October's listed and going to get November's done. So hopefully all of those will be available. So I'm trying to get back onto it. It's been a struggle. But first up, income wise, we have James's. And we budget about $750 for his. So that does kind of average out to about $3,750 for this month, being 5 weeks. For myself, it will be mail. I put about $400. I do know that these 2 weeks I will not get paid from the nutrition club at all because I won't be there. So fingers crossed I can get enough from doing shipped to help supplement in what I would have gotten from there, because that definitely does help. And then ONEIncome, we don't expect anything from there or from other. So there's those. Okay, now next up, we definitely love to list all of our expenses on this one here. So it's it can be a little confusing if you haven't been following. So for us, we are 1 month ahead. So all the income that we have come in for the current month that we are in, which is September, funds our November expenses. So the next month after is where all of this money kind of goes. So total income is $4,150. This is the minimum amount that we're expecting to have come in. So this is how we're about to budget it out. Oh, I need one more. There we are. All right, and these here, I try to list in order. Sometimes I get a little out when I'm trying to over budget and things like that. So for expenses, first up, we have our vehicles, which do total both of them at $920. Then we have rent, and we're going to be paying $700. We'll get groceries at $600. Gas, I'm bumping up to $500 with doing shipped. I've been putting aside some of what I make for there back into gas, so that way it covers gas and I'm not using a lot of our personal gas money. I hope you get what I mean. Then we have, so I did get the first bill finally showing on utilities. So for utilities is our power and our water. Power came in at $260. I haven't paid it yet, but I want to say it's around that. So I think I'm just going to set a minimum pay $300, so that extra will just kind of build up in there. And then $100 set aside for water in case it's more or less. So $400 for utilities. Then we have Allstate, which is our insurance covering 3 vehicles and the both of us at $314. Then we have AT&T, which is our internet and our cell phones, which is $166. Then student loans, I'm actually going to try to bump this up for this month and put in $100 because of the interest. I want to make sure I try to get it pushed down as much as I can and get it taken care of. Pest control is $33. Then we have miscellaneous, which is $50. Spending for me and James, which we divide whatever we end with in half, and that's what we get. So that's $100. We have savings. Right now we don't have anything set aside for savings right now. Then debt, we're putting in $100. Sinking funds is $150. And then lastly, we have the cushion at $17 because that's all that's remaining. So we're going to put it into the cushion, which is our checking account, in case we need to use that. All right, let's lay this one down. All right, and once you add all of these numbers up here, that does total us to our $4,150. So we didn't go over it. We were able to make sure we put the $700 in rent, and then gas we added an extra $100 to. Utilities, we figured out where we're gonna have to be kind of sitting around to get utilities good, and we were able to put in some for miscellaneous spending, debt, sinking funds, and the cushion this month. So those will be great to have going forward. All right, now moving on over to our budget side, our monthly budget. Kind of a big overview of what is happening for the whole month. All right, so our September budget. All right, so on this kit here, I have it to where you do your income and your total here, but then you can do all your expenses like I did on the other side, list them straight down, or you can break it up into fixed and variables so you can track them whichever way works best for you. I also have a solid blank without the September on it, so if you don't want to use it for September, you can use it for another month. So that just works out as well. All right, so there's that. So the income that we expect to come in is the same. So we're just going to go ahead and fill that in. All right. Fan right got a little sloppy there. It is all good. Okay. So the same amount of income. So for James was $3,750. All right, for myself it is $400. One income, none, and then other. So total was $4,150. Okay. So we're gonna take. I like to split mine up with variable and fixed. There's that one. We're gonna go ahead and lay down both sides. Bam. All right, so on our fixed sides, they are the ones that don't change. They're always kind of pretty much constant. There are a few that fluctuate every 6 months, but from the other time, it's all the same. So we have cars. They are $920. Rent, $700. Allstate. Allstate is the one that kind of fluctuates every 6 months when it does the renewal thing. Last time to this time it changed a few dollars, so not too bad. Cell phones, it only ever changes if we pay off our phones or replace a phone, so $166. Then we have internet, and internet only changes when we have to call and tell them that we can't pay that amount, and we switch. So 66. Student loans. I'm not sure exactly what my student loan payment is. I put $60, but next month I'll be putting $100 towards it, so we'll see. Then we have pest control. And now my pen is running out. Do I have another orange? They're a little bit different shades. It should be okay though. Pest control. Okay. And then for our variable side, these are the ones that kind of fluctuate, and we don't always use the amount or go over that amount. So that's this side. We have power, and we put $410 towards the power. And then for water, the $90, because it usually stays around between 70 and 85, so hopefully it doesn't go more than that. If not, we'll just pull it from power. Then groceries, we budgeted $600. Gas for this month, we did only budget $400. Spending, it was $100, so $50 each. Then miscellaneous was $50. Sinking funds, we didn't budget anything. Savings, debt, the cushion, and then anything that may come up that's unbudgeted. All right, so those are all of our categories and how much we pay towards each bill. So let's lay our total. I'm gonna skip a line because there are sometimes that I miss something by overlooking it. So we're just gonna go ahead and skip a line. All right, perfect. All right, let me grab out my calculator because I did not, actually I did do the math. So for our fixed side, our total amount is $2,259. And then for our variable side, it is $1,650 is what we have set aside for that side. All right, so this is two of our very most important ones, setting up our budget and knowing where we're going to be putting our money as it comes in for the month. Right here, seeing what we're paying on and where it's going, how much we're putting towards it on this side. Perfect. Flipping over, we're going to do our weekly check-in, which last month I definitely slipped on doing weekly check-ins and recording them and posting them for y'all. So I'm hoping that I get back and do it this month. So we'll see. There's that one. All right, we're gonna go ahead and set up both sides. So in our weekly check-in, we check in for our cash envelopes, which is groceries, gas, spending, miscellaneous, and then unbudgeted. We will check in and see if we have anything in those categories. For this month, we'll probably get 4 in. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna lay the rest of these weeks down and be right back. Y'all probably already see the total, the transaction log side on this side set up as well, just so we can track all of our transactions each week and know where we put the money at. So I will be right back after all those are set up. All right, so there is the weekly check-in and transaction log all set and ready to go. So I think we only have one more setup left to do, which will be sinking funds. So let's flip over and get that one started. So a lot of these categories are now empty, which is sad to see, but it happens. So let me grab out the last thick washi here. So we do our sinking funds on this side here. This here is like money that we have set aside for certain things that are coming up. We have birthdays and Christmas, kids' activities now, anniversary. We set aside money for holidays and things like that. So, and car taxes is a big one. So it's just different things that we have that we know are coming up that we try to set aside. And then on this side here, we just do a transaction log to keep track of when we spend money out of the categories. So we know where it's going and it doesn't kind of just fly away. All right. So on our sinking funds, I try to get them listed in alphabetical order. Sometimes I happen to miss one and then it's out of order, but it's fine. So first up, we have Alexis. This includes anything for activities that she wants to do. Right now she's in gymnastics. That's what she's currently doing. She has 100. Then we have anniversary, which our anniversary is actually on the 31st of next month. So we have a little bit more before our anniversary. We currently have 100. Then we have birthdays, and that's for everybody. We just kind of make this a revolving one. So that's 24 in there. Now we have James's birthday, or Bubba's birthday, coming up on October, and then mine in October, and then Skylar's in November, and then James in December. So we have lots of birthdays still coming, still 4 more, so definitely need to get some more back in there. Bubba currently has nothing. Car maintenance currently has nothing. And then car taxes doesn't have anything either. We actually paid my car taxes last month, fully funded those, so that was awesome. So then we have Christmas, which has $271. Then there's clothes for everybody, so when everyone needs anything, this we try to pull from. There's nothing in it right now. We have family fun, in case we try to go out and do anything. Currently, it doesn't have anything. Gifts are for birthdays for anyone outside of our family, or our 7 of us. Anniversaries, baby showers, anything like that comes from gifts, and it currently has nothing. We have holiday. So Christmas is the only one excluded from that one. We currently have $10. Lawn care, there is nothing left. Mail, this is whatever I have left over from my cash, from my personal spending each month. And right now we don't have anything. Then we have Phoenix. He doesn't have nothing. Sam's Club currently has nothing. We had to pull that 100 that was in there and use it for something else. Then we have school, and we finally got school only -41, so a little bit more, and that one won't be negative anymore. Then we have Sky. He has nothing. Steven, he has 200, which will help cover their activities for all of the boys. And then Vision, which currently has nothing. And then utilities, because we didn't have a set amount. We did have a set amount. We don't have anything left in utilities. So there is all of our fun categories. We're gonna skip a line. I'm gonna lay this down. I don't know the total on this page like at all, so let's see. We have 2, 4, 5, 6. So, let's see. $705 positive and then 41 negative. So that's what we have there. let's use our pumpkins to close out this last one. Okay, so this is our September monthly budget. So we have our monthly calendar ready to go, put all of our transactions in and update it. We have our debt tracker ready to go. We have all of our numbers in for our starting amounts. We have our paycheck breakdown ready to go to cash flow all of our paychecks for this month. We have our budget set up for the bills that we already have the money for and set aside, ready to pay. Our weekly check-in is ready to go, and then our sinking funds. So that is everything that we set aside and look at for our budget. I really hope that y'all enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I cannot wait to catch y'all in the next video. Bye-bye now.